Hi everybody, my name is Melanie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we are going to do something a little bit different. I have been out thrifting and garage sailing and I've just kind of gathered a collection of items and we are going to upcycle those today into some fun home decor. So I hope that this video helps you just kind of explore your creativity, think about maybe what you have in your own home or when you're out garage sailing this coming weekend, what you could turn those items into. I'm a huge believer in being able to create a beautiful home on a budget that doesn't have to cost you a ton. So let's go get a little creative. Let's get started. And you're gonna for sure want to watch all the way to the end of the video because at the end of the video, I have a fun surprise for you. So this here is project number one. I grabbed this old frame from a garage sale. I think I paid about $2 for it. And then a couple dollars for this bag of keys. I found it at a thrift store. And what we're gonna do is turn it into some unique art. So the first step was to just cut a piece of cardboard to act as the inside of the frame. And then I had just some kind of plain linen type of fabric. Cut it to fit the piece of cardboard, and real simple, you guys, I'm just taping it on. We're not gonna make this harder than what it needs to be. Once it gets all taped on, then we're gonna use our keys to make some fun art. So I dumped out the bag of keys and sorted through the ones that I wanted, basically any of them that had that old brass finish. The newer ones, the silver ones, I wasn't really interested in. And then just kind of played with a layout on our piece of cardboard. And once I got them to a layout that I thought looked nice, then we just hot glued those suckers on. Super, super easy. I put it back inside the frame and used a little bit more of some heavy duty tape to just stick it on. And look at how cute that is now. A little bit of ribbon hanging up on my old ladder, and it's just such a really fun and unique piece that maybe cost me $3 or $4 total. Okay, so this is a $2 homemade mail holder and just, little knick-knack shelf that I found. And first step was to just clean it off with my cleaner. And then I decided I wanted to bring back some of the vibrancy of the wood. So I used some hemp oil, just rubbing it into the wood and then wiping off the excess to just bring back some shine and luster to the wood. Then we're going to work on turning this little part into a little planter. So just to give this wood a little bit of protection, I'm gonna line the inside of this box with just a Ziploc bag. So cut it open a little bit. It doesn't fit perfectly down inside there, but it's gonna give this wood a little bit of protection. So just stuck it down in there. And then I used some hot glue just to fold kind of the sides of the bag down and to glue it down inside so it wasn't poking out the top. So off camera, I did drill some holes into the bottom just to act as a drainage holes, again, to help with there being too much standing water in this little wood box. And then I just filled inside the bag with some potting soil. And then this cute little fern that I grabbed from the hardware store. I had to squish him in there a little bit, break apart his roots, but it's gonna be just really cute for the spring season. He fit down in there perfectly. So here it is all finished up. Right now it's hanging inside and I used some of my little spring bunnies to go on those shelves, but I do plan on moving them out into my patio when the weather gets warmer. And I'm just excited to see how this little fern grows. Hopefully it'll start kind of draping over the sides soon. Okay, project number 3. This I grabbed for free. I was at a flea market way back in the fall, and it was really kind of the junky place, and they just had this whole outdoor section with stuff on tables, and this was something I grabbed. The guy gave it to me for free. So we're just going to turn it into a decorative riser. I cleaned it off like I always do with my cleaner, and then we're putting just a little bit of white chalk paint on it. I mean, who doesn't love a decorative riser? So it had something else on it, like something was mounted on it at some point, and that's obviously long gone. But it was free, and some white paint is going to make this thing so super cute. I did wind up putting 2 coats on it. Usually the first coat of white always looks pretty terrible. But the second coat, I got the coverage that I wanted, and with chalk paint drying so quickly, this really maybe took 20-30 minutes total. And then just to kind of add some character, I went back and sanded the edges, and just to give it a little bit of a distressed look, and it really changed the whole look of the piece. It turned out so super cute. So these are 2 thrift store prints that I bought a while back, and I loved the prints, but the frames were not in great shape. They're just kind of that cheap plasticky wood, and they were all chipped. So I decided to keep the art just like it is, but we're going to fix these frames so that they work a little bit better for my space. The first step was just to take everything out and then wipe down the frame with my cleaner again, just to get it ready to paint. And then once I had it clean, I'm going to use a little bit more chalk paint and kind of this taupey brown color, because I don't want to paint it white. I want to keep it brown, but I don't want it, you know, with that kind of reddish hue that it has right now. So the first coat, again, not looking so great, but by the second coat, I was getting the coverage that I wanted. And then the key to really making these look nice is to use a little bit of brown antiquing wax. So it's just going to help kind of recreate a little bit of that wood look. It's going to settle into all those details, give this finish some depth. But again, it's a really nice rich brown. It's not that kind of reddish toned brown, so hope you can see the difference there between the wax and the not wax. And now they just look nice and new and clean, and they fit the kind of other wood tones in my bedroom so much better. And I love these 2 prints because these are 2 castles that I have visited in Germany, so it's just fun memories for me having them hanging up. I found this old little Jif jar at the thrift store. I loved the kind of vintage colors of the lid, but needed a little bit more on the jar itself, so I decided to use a Redesign transfer that I have. This one's called Vintage Seed, and I'm going to put one of these labels on the front. So I found one that just about fit. It was maybe a hair too big, but I thought I could make it work. Just trimmed it down, and then I hope you guys kind of know how transfers work by now. If not, real quick, you just peel off the back, stick them down as long as your surface is clean, and then you're going to rub with a little tool to transfer it onto your surface. Once you feel like it's all stuck down well, then you just peel off the top very, very slowly, kind of making sure that it's all stuck down. And that's it. Super, super easy. I didn't like the really harsh lines that it left, and I wanted to make it look a little bit more aged, so I took it outside with some 220 grit sandpaper and really sanded the edges just to make it look like a more worn label, and I think that looks so much better. This you could use just to store buttons in, or if you want to write little thank you notes, a little gratitude jar. I just thought that it added some fun vintage color to it. We're going to do a similar treatment to this crate that I found at a garage sale. Just a nice little old wood crate. It did have the remnants of one label over here, but I wanted to give it just a little bit more color, so we vacuumed it all up, just got it nice and clean, and then I'm going to use another piece of that same transfer to put on one of the ends. Again, with the transfers, you want to pick the part that you want to use, trim it off, and then I always roll back up the excess and store it back in the tube because, as you can see, there's still a lot more that I can use for other projects. But again, just peel off the back, stick it down, and then you're going to use that little wood tool to rub it and transfer it onto the surface. I don't know why this one wasn't wanting to stick. I had to rub really hard to get this one to stick. Maybe there was something on that wood. I'm not sure, but it finally did stick down. And then you just peel off the top again. And look how cute that is. It looks like an actual old label that would have been on this crate. I did the same thing though. I went ahead and sanded the edges just again to help it make it look a little bit more authentic, a little bit aged. Just ran my sandpaper kind of over the whole surface and then used a touch of clear wax just to seal it on, give it a little bit of protection, and bring out a little bit of the vibrancy of the print too. And I think it looks so cute now as a crate just for some magazines or books. It could definitely also be a really cute planter come springtime if I want to drill some holes and turn it into a planter, but I just love those pretty colors on it now. Okay, so for the last one, we're going to do something just a little bit different. I'm not changing this object at all. I'm just using it in a way that's maybe a little bit different than what it was originally meant to be used for. But if you watched my last thrift haul, you may remember this basket. It was about $1 at the thrift store. And when I saw it, I knew exactly what I wanted to use it for. It is going to be a napkin holder for me. So my napkins fit perfectly right down in here. And you may think, why would anybody need even more napkins? Well, in our household, I've got 3 boys and we go through a ton of napkins. And in the spring and summertime, we really like to eat outside on the patio. So I thought it could do our napkins, and then it could also easily hold our condiments, and a really easy way for me to carry these items back and forth from the house when we're eating outside. Okay, so that's all of our items that we went through today, and I told you that if you stuck around to the end of the video that I would have a surprise for you, and here is a surprise. I'm actually hosting a giveaway in this video, and so it's starting today. It's gonna run through next Thursday at midnight is when the entrance close. So it's gonna be for a full week, and here's what we're giving away. Basically, I'm gonna give you what I use to do these projects in this video, so you can recreate some of that for yourself, okay? So we've got a prize package over about $60 retail value at least, and here's what it includes. We've got 1 bottle of the Fusion TSP alternative, and this is the cleaner that I use whenever I'm cleaning anything to get ready to paint. It's amazing. It is highly concentrated, 2 capfuls diluted into a liter of water. This will last you forever. I'm also tossing in a bottle of the Fusion Mineral Paint Hemp Oil. That's what we use to revitalize that cute little, mail holder that we turned into a planter. This is amazing for old dry wood. Then I'm gonna give you 1 small sample jar of our Jolie paint, and we're gonna do the color Gesso White, which is just their good basic off-white. It is a chalk paint, and so gonna be making it really easy for you when you're wanting to upcycle some of your home decor. And I'm also throwing in a tin of their brown finishing wax. So like we used the brown wax on the frames that I did, this is what you would use to kind of antique something that you're working on. And then I'm gonna let you guys pick from any of our small size Redesign with Prima transfers that we have currently in our online store. This is just one of them. There's probably 30 different designs, and these are perfect for when you're wanting to do small craft projects. You get 3 sheets in each one, and once we draw the winner, I'm gonna let you head over to the online store and you can pick whichever one you want that we have in stock. So how do you enter? If you go back to the video description of this video, there's gonna be a link that will take you to a page called Rafflecopter, and you can enter there. Basically, there's 2 ways to enter. The first way is you leave a comment here on this video telling me why you love to thrift and craft. And then I'm gonna need you to confirm with me that you did that. And then the second way is just to visit our Facebook page. If you haven't followed us on Facebook, then I hope while you're over there that you'll like and follow us too. Maybe check out our Facebook shop, what we've got going on. Those are the 2 ways that you enter. Don't worry, Rafflecopter makes it super easy. You do have to sign up with them using an email. Please, please, please use an email that's valid, that you check, because that's how I'm gonna get in touch with you if you win. Rafflecopter randomly picks a winner and they give me the email address of the winner, and that's how I'll be able to get all of your awesome stuff to you. So another thing is that unfortunately I can only ship to the US. So this giveaway is for people that live inside the United States. That does include Alaska and Hawaii. So if you sign up for the giveaway and I pick you as a winner and you wind up having a shipping address outside of the United States, I'm gonna have to pick a different winner. I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to ship this stuff internationally. It has to be in the US. So if you got any questions about it, ask in the comments, email me at melanie@lostandfounddecor.com. Remember, the giveaway is open for a week. We're gonna have 1 winner that gets your own crafting package, so you can start upcycling some home decor yourself. So thank you guys so much. Please become a subscriber to our Lost and Found channel if you're not, and I look forward to seeing you guys in about a week. Thanks, bye-bye.